Hi everyone, my name is Jack, and today I'm going to be telling you about the guitar. I'm going to be telling you a little bit about how it works and how we can use it to make sound and make music. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the parts of the guitar that help it make sound. The most important one is going to be the body. The body is the biggest part of the guitar, and there's a lot of bracing to make sure that it stays strong under the tension of the strings, and it helps amplify the sound of those strings by the sound hole in the middle there. And there's also the bridge, which anchors the strings to the guitar via these bridge pins here. The strings themselves are suspended over the length of the guitar. Then we have the neck, and the strings are anchored to the headstock via these tuning pegs. On top of the neck, we have what's called the fretboard. It has these thin metal bars that run across the width of the neck, which helps the musician shorten the string, therefore raising the pitch of the string. And the frets also allow you to be precise because they're always in the same spot, and they help you remember where you put your fingers. The most important part about making sound on the guitar is the tension of the strings. There's over 200 pounds of pressure being placed on the guitar by the strings themselves. We can affect the tension of the strings using these tuners here. If I tighten the string, you can hear it go up in pitch, whereas when I loosen it, the pitch gets lower. This can help us to keep the guitar a precise instrument and an instrument that plays in tune with others. Seeing the guitar strings themselves can be kind of difficult, so I have a string, and you can follow along at home if you have one. This is just a shoelace. If I hold it outstretched as far as I can stretch it, and then pluck the end bit, you can see the middle bit wiggling up and down. And that's the same thing that's happening on a guitar string. If I pull it tighter, you can see the wiggles get a lot faster. And even more so if I shorten the length of the string. You might even be able to hear that on the microphone. These vibrations relate to the pitch that the guitar string itself makes. So when those wiggles up and down are slower, the pitch is lower. But when they're faster up and down, the pitch is higher. And you can try this at home with any string, and you can hear the sound get higher as well as seeing those wiggles move faster. So to further demonstrate the manipulation of pitch, I have another example here. I'm going to be using a wine glass that has water with some turmeric added so you can see it better on the camera. And I also have a stick. I'm going to strike the glass, and you will hear it produce a pitch like so. And then I'm going to slowly rotate the glass, being careful not to spill on myself, but you'll hear the pitch become manipulated. You can hear it go down slightly. And it's fun to swish it around in there. But what that's demonstrating is the manipulation of the fixed medium, the glass, by an outside acting force, which is the water. And by doing so, we can manipulate the pitch that the glass produces. You can also manipulate the pitch by filling the glass higher with more liquid, which I will demonstrate now. So you can hear there, since there's much more liquid in the glass, the pitch is much lower. One of the most important aspects of the guitar is that the instrument itself is in tune. If I play a few chords here, you can hear that my guitar is in tune. If I rotate some of these tuning keys at random and play those same chords that I just played, doesn't sound as nice, does it? So in order to make sure that musicians play in tune with one another, we have what's called a tuning system. in all of Western music, we adhere to the standard of A equals 440 Hertz. Hertz describes the number of vibrations that a sound-producing object makes within 1 second. So the second to lowest string on the guitar is the A string, and that is tuned to 440 Hertz. So what you're hearing there is that string vibrate at 440 times per second. All the other strings and all the other notes, for that matter, on the fretboard are tuned in relation to that one fundamental pitch. By having this tuning system, we ensure that orchestras and bands and musicians all over the world can play in tune with each other without having to worry about multiple tuning systems that may clash with one another. Thank you so much for watching this instructional video. I hope you learned a little something about the science behind how the guitar works, and I hope that you enjoy listening to and making music in the future. And remember that the most important thing about music is having fun. So always remember to have fun.